My father abandoned us. Now he wants a place at my wedding. My father disappeared from my life the same year I learned how to ride a bike. I was 7 years old one morning. I woke up and his shoes were no longer by the door. His coffee mug was gone. His voice was gone. And so was he. There was no note, no explanation. No goodbye, only silence where a father used to be. My mother stood in the kitchen staring at the sink as if the world had collapsed inside it. She tried to smile for me, but her eyes were empty and tired from that day on. It was just the two of us. The apartment felt colder, the nights felt longer, dinners were quieter, and laughter became rare. My mother worked double shifts, sometimes triple shifts. She would come home with swollen feet and aching hands, yet she still knelt beside my bed. Every night, kissed my forehead, and whispered that everything would be okay, even when I knew she was lying to protect me. Every birthday, I set an extra plate on the table, hoping he would walk through the door every Christmas. I waited by the window, wondering if he would remember my face. My friends talked about their fathers teaching them how to drive, fixing bikes, and walking them into school plays, while I pretended it did not hurt, but it always did. Eventually, I stopped asking about him and started building walls around my heart. I learned to become strong because weakness felt too dangerous. As I grew older, I watched my mother sacrifice everything, her dreams, her sleep, her youth, so that I could have a future. She never complained, but sometimes I caught her crying in the laundry room when she thought I was asleep, and I promised myself silently that I would never abandon the people I loved. By the time I reached college, I had not spoken my father's name in years. I told myself I did not need him. I had survived without him. But deep inside, there was still a little girl who wondered what she had done wrong. Then, one afternoon, my phone vibrated with a message from an unknown number. It said, "Hello, it is your dad. I have been thinking about you." My chest tightened. My hands shook and I felt 7 years old again, staring at an empty doorway. I did not reply. He kept sending messages, apologies, explanations, stories about his new life. He said he was proud of me. He said he had changed. But words felt small compared to a lifetime of absence. Months passed and my life moved forward. I fell in love with a man who treated me gently, who listened when I spoke, who stayed when things were hard. He proposed to me in the living room where my mother and I had survived so many difficult years, and when I said yes, I felt like my heart was finally safe. Then my father called. He said he heard about the wedding. He said he wanted to be there. He said he wanted to walk me down the aisle as if he had been there for the rest of my life. I almost dropped the phone. The man who had missed every scraped knee, every school play, every graduation, now wanted to stand beside me in my happiest moment. I felt anger, confusion, sadness, and guilt all at once because even after everything, a part of me still wanted to be chosen by him. My mother sat beside me on the couch and said softly, "Whatever you decide, make sure it gives you peace, not pain." I agreed to meet him. He looked older, smaller than I remembered. His voice shook when he said my name. He talked about regret, about mistakes, about loneliness, about wanting another chance. He cried and said he thought about me every day. I listened quietly, then I spoke. I told him about the birthdays he missed, the nights. I cried myself to sleep, the moments I needed a father, and he was not there. I told him my mother had been both my parents. I told him love is not a title, it is a presence. He cried harder, but I did not change my decision. I told him he would not walk me down the aisle. My wedding day arrived. Sunlight filled the church. My heart beat fast, and when the music began, I took my mother's hand, the woman who never left the woman, who stayed the woman who carried me through every storm, and I walked forward smiling. Sometimes forgiveness does not mean giving someone access to your life. Sometimes it simply means letting go, choosing peace, and honoring the people who never walked away.